they're going to manipulate how you think. So obviously yesterday I already had my sell in, and I didn't take it out. I was like, look, these guys are going to sell off. I closed my sell position after NFP. You understand? So I knew that they were going to tap in, but obviously they want to go further up. They do. But I knew that they needed to be an exhaustion phase. And that's what basically took place today. You know, it was basically a sell to buy, even though it was a total sell for the NFP. But yeah. No, Menando sold. I would have killed Menando if he bought. I'm the one who taught him how to trade SMC, so I would kill Menando if he had to fucking buy. Because I've also taught him how to trade fundamentals. You can't analyze fundamentals. You need to just learn how to trade them. So there was no way Menando was going to buy, because I've taught him a lot. There's no fucking way he's gonna buy. Remember that, you must always remember that US 500 is the leading pack. They lead the way and everybody else follows. So if you want to see what the market's going to do on the other charts like NASDAQ and US 30 and whatever not, then yeah, SP 500 will tell you way before the move even happens what's going to happen. What's the difference between SMC and ITC? You mean ICT? ICT came up with SMC, I think. But yeah, it was just a bunch of renaming from Doe theory and yeah, but anyway, we'll get into that. Menando, did you see what I told you about NFP last night? When you asked me, I told you, listen, NFP is going to be crazy positive, but they're going to sell off. I told you this, remember, last night. And look at it today. I told you, the numbers are going to catch people off, because the minute NFP is positive, everybody wants to buy. And I told you, listen, NFP is going to be positive, but they're going to sell. And look at today, they sold. Hedging is very dangerous. If done correctly, great, but it's a very dangerous game.
Still okay?
Yeah. Let's be honest, how many of you guys bought? Let's be honest, Jim. Yo, I don't know how many buys. I don't know how many people I saw buy today. And I did say that NFP will humble you guys. Remember, I said NFP is going to humble people today. But guys, I gave you so many clues today. So many clues. I mean, why would I get in a sell if NFP is gonna buy? One. Right? One. Two. How you doing? Good. Two. I said, listen, they're gonna line you up for a headshot. Three, I told you that they're going after orders and insufficiency, and that's what they went for. So many clues, and you guys still bought.
Take care, man. Go back home. Oh, tonight. Yep, tonight. Thanks for going.
How do I know so much? Lots of practice behind the charts. Do people understand how powerful back testing is? People don't get it. Like, people don't get how crazy back testing is and how important it is. Like you can have all the knowledge, you can know all the concepts, but you know, if you don't know how to apply them correctly, if you don't go and back test them and make sure that they work for you, because a lot of things can work for me but not for you. I might be able to apply things that you can't apply. You understand? My risk management, my psychology might just be a bit more better than yours. But you work on that. You get me? You work on that. So with a lot of people, people just think, oh, okay, we know what an order block is. They're going to tap into an order block. But what you don't know is which order block. People didn't even know that there's actually swing order blocks. You see, you just think that there's normal order block. There's internal order blocks and there's actually a swing order block. You understand? So you need to know where they're tapping into. Insufficiency. You understand? The smallest insufficiency. You understand? If your lower time frame is leading to a higher time frame, insufficiency is insufficiency. At the end of the day, I feel like knowing is much more reliable than thinking. Thinking that maybe might go there is not knowing. With me, I need to know. I can't think. It's either I know or I don't take the trade. I know. That's when I'm like, okay, no, I'm taking the trade. Or I'm giving out information to the public if I know. I wouldn't give you information knowing that you would blow your account. That's not who I am. You understand? So what I would do is if I tell you, like yesterday, right, I gave you a sell signal because I knew. I wasn't thinking. I didn't think, oh, it's gonna go there. I knew it. It was a pinpoint. I knew exactly where they were gonna tap into and start to fall. Hence I said, at this level, they're going to tap in and they're going to fall. And yesterday, what happened? They tapped in and they started to fall. And they fell. I can't be thinking. I need to know. But with the knowing comes experience. With the knowing comes back testing. With the knowing comes, situations where you start seeing charts in a different type of manner. You start seeing charts in a different type of way. The charts you used to see don't look the same anymore. They just look different. You start seeing things that, aren't even there anymore. You're like, what's this, You start seeing, the way this algorithm starts pricing and repricing, and you're like, wow, it really just, opens up your whole mindset. But like I said, all the time that I've spent on the charts, I've learned so much. So much has come out of that, just from looking at the charts, just looking at the charts, nothing more. Just looking and staring at the price action running, at the order flow running, at the algorithm repricing, going up, going down, looking at the graphs, looking at how it scales in, scales out, and just watching it. Even it also somehow it becomes fascinating. It's like, it's almost like watching TV, like you're watching a soapy. All of a sudden it becomes so fascinating. You don't want to leave the chart. You're like, oh my god, I want to see what happens next. Oh my gosh. You see, when you get to that level, you start becoming crazy for it's almost like you become crazy for the charts. You become crazy. And it's not just crazy to make money, but it's crazy for the charts. I don't know if you get me, am I making sense? How much time have I spent on the charts? Jeez. Guys, when I stayed in Sunnyside in Pretoria, when I had nothing, I ate. Yeah. Can I get a water? I ate the charts. I slept the charts. I woke up, it was charts. I dreamt about the charts. My life was charts. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a situation where, I don't know, it almost becomes a norm. Like, I don't need to plant out order blocks. I can just see them. I don't need to plant out insufficiency. I just see it. I see insufficiency that people would miss, like totally miss, completely miss. Like 1 minute type of insufficiency that they actually tap into, which gives you then no drawdown. You understand? And I'm sure you've seen that. I'm sure you've seen that where I show you how I got this move and how low in time frame I needed to go, but how they perfectly tapped in, no drawdown, and then they push down or they push up. I've shown it many times, and it all comes from backtesting, guys. Backtesting. Trust me. Like I said, we can all know what an order block is. We can all know that they tap into order blocks. We can all know what its efficiency is. We can all know how it works. We can all know support and resistance, supply and demand. We can all know reverse patterns. We can all know double bottom, double tops, trend lines, whatever. But that's only the foundation. Knowing how the market maneuvers, how it maneuvers around these concepts and what to look out for, that's the key. We're giving you the tools. Either the tools will kill you or they will benefit you, but you need to know what you're doing. Like anything, if I take this knife and I don't know what I'm doing, or I take a fork like this and I don't know what to do with this fork, and I poke myself, I could injure myself, but because I don't know what to do with it. But if I know that this is used to poke into a food, pick it up and eat it, you understand, I'm now using this the correct way. I'm now going to see the results. But if you don't, you won't see the results. Hence, people always like, Marco, why didn't this order block tap into? Why didn't they go up? Why didn't they go down? And it's like, you need to understand that I can give you all the tools in the world. I can teach you all the concepts in the world. But if I don't teach you how to use those concepts, and I don't teach you the actual way to take those concepts and make them work for you, so they become beneficiary for you, they could just kill you. And when we say kill you in the market, we mean they could just blow your accounts all the time. If you don't know which order blocks to run to, you could blow your account. If you don't know what insufficiency they're coming to, you don't know whether they're going up or down, those are tools, but you don't know how to use them. So what's the point? You with me? So, in anything, in school, they give you certain knowledge, but they don't just leave you with that knowledge. They need to teach you how to use that knowledge that they've just given you. Same with this. You can't just go onto YouTube and watch people and be like, oh, okay, so the last up candle before the down move, oh, okay, that's an order block. You understand? But, you know, there's thousands of order blocks. There's order blocks within order blocks. So which order block are we talking about here? You need to know which order block we're talking about. Insufficiency. You understand? Unfair value gap, whatever you want to call it. You understand? Breaks of structure, changes of character, dough theory, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, there are ways to use that. And if you don't know how to use that, you won't see the results. Guys, if you don't back test, you'll get nowhere. Nowhere in this industry. Nowhere. be 100% real with all of you. Back testing is so important. It's just crazy how important. I feel like people take it for granted. But when you start learning, like really learning and back testing what you've learned, man, things start to change. And things start to change for the good. Nasdaq should buy. I don't know if it's going to take up that high though. What advice would I give to a beginner? What type of beginner are we talking about? Are you a beginner where we need to go and give you baby pips to learn? Or are you a beginner where you understand the market, you just don't know, how to get in it and make it sufficient for you? Like, what type of beginner are we talking about? Are we talking about a beginner like you're still crawling, we need to nurture you? Or are you talking about a beginner that, you can walk, you just can't run? You need to be more specific. An intermediate type of beginner. I would say that I would say that you should honestly just, as a beginner, learn how to take the smallest amounts to the largest amounts. Just work on your psychology. It's so important. As beginners, you should all learn psychology. Stop fearing the market. Your emotions get attacked by the market makers and you start fearing this market. And at the end of the day, I always tell people, what are you willing to lose? If you're willing to lose 10 Rand, trade 10 Rand. If you're willing to lose 100 Rand, trade the 100 Rand. Trade what you're willing to lose. Don't get greedy. You understand? Don't trade your whole account. Hence, I always tell people, if you've got 1,000 Rand, break it into 10. Take 100 Rand. If you lose it, get in again. Take another 100. I promise you, on the third, fourth attempt, you would have made money. You would have made back what you had lost. Psychology is just understanding that, again, you see, you need to understand how the market operates so that when a situation presents itself and you start fearing for your life because you think you're going to blow your account. See, when you have confidence, like in anything in life, when you have confidence, you understand, you have almost like an oomph, like, I don't care. Like, I know this market's going to go here. I know this market's going to go here. I don't fear this market. I know this market's going to go here. This market's going to tap into that order block. I know this. I'm not thinking. I know this. Why? Because I've backtested it. You see what it goes back to? Backtesting. I've done so much work on this market. I feel like at some point it gets to a count of where I even know, the market better than the market knows itself. You understand? So funny enough, I learned nothing from ICT. My mentor for 2 months with MintFX, and he was basically teaching what ICT taught. He was just simplifying it. And I watched so many other people, but just not Michael Hudson, not ICT. He just confused me. He spoke like you'd sit there for like an hour and a half, listen to him, go into his seminars and listen to him, and it's just like nothing to me made sense. I needed someone to simplify it for me, and there were people that simplified it, but MintFX really helped me, and because I'd already known so much when I jumped in with MintFX, he just kind of like helped me a little bit with this and that, but there was so much that I knew that he was teaching that I didn't need to be there anymore. Hence, I kind of like got out, and but I don't know, for me, I didn't learn nothing from ICT. I know we're all using these concepts, but I learned nothing, absolutely nothing. So yeah. The market takes weekly lows. You must remember we move structure to structure. So if we're taking a weekly low, we're probably heading for a retracement and then a monthly low. Remember we move structure to structure. So if we're taking highs out, then we're heading to the next high on the higher time frame. Same with the low. We're taking out a low and we're getting a change of character, and then we're getting breaks of structures, right? We're slowly moving from that time frame to the next time frame, and that time frame to the next time frame. I don't know if I'm making sense. Play ICT videos to fall asleep. Yeah, no. For me, I feel like ICT just complicates things. Oh my word. Like for me personally, I've honestly never needed to know that I've never needed to know that if a New York session is not taken out, then the London session will take out the New York session. Like, okay. Or if we don't take out the daily high, or the opening and closing of the daily high candle is longer than the previous day candle, then we're gonna take out the next day candle. It's just like it's too complicated for my liking. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I have nothing against ITT. I just feel like he did steal a bit of things from other people. Like, you know, there were things that were just renamed. Like, I mean, if we look at, like, let's say change of character. That's basically the Doe theory, break of structure. Again, that's the Doe theory, which was there way before his time. You know, so I don't know. I'm talking like I'm not feeling well. I'm great. Whew. Yeah, Doe theory is basically SMC. There's a lot that came from the Doe theory that we use in regards to SMC. So again, you see, no, I'll give it to you. ICT was very smart when he renamed all the concepts and made them ease. Very smart. But yeah. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Shit. Okay. Oh, guys, I've got like 7%. Okay. I'm gonna have to log off because I need this battery. But anyway, look, I'll be back maybe later on, yeah? Let me just charge the phone up and then I'll be back later. Peace.